Bucatini Amatriciana coming up right now. Probably the most important thing in this dish is the ingredient called guanciale. Guanciale can be hard to find, but I do suggest if you can find it that you use it. An alternative would be pancetta. If you live in the New York metro, you'll have access to guanciale in many places. And guys, I'm gonna tell you, if you can't find either one of these, use bacon. I just like to show how the dish is done traditionally, and then you take it from there, we can bring it down to what we can find. This dish is done with bucatini. Use spaghetti if you like though too. Okay, I got San Marzano plum tomatoes. I'm gonna use and make a little bit more sauce than maybe traditionally it's done, but I always like to have extra. We'll remove it and then we'll put it back in if we need more. Pecorino Romano, locatelli. This is an essential cheese to all these dishes. Chili flakes, salt, pepper, just a touch of oil. We're gonna need barely anything because guanciale is gonna release so much fat. A ton of fat here, okay? Lots of fat, and then you have non-fat area, my pork area. Now I'm just gonna cut strips, like so. I'm using, for 1 pound of pasta, about 6 ounces of guanciale. Hey guys, I forgot one more ingredient. I always do this. Dry white wine. You only need a little bit for this dish, like 2 ounces. Pecorino Romano. Just gonna grate up some now and we can put a little bit on after. All right, so that's enough right now. If we need more later, we'll just put it on. San Marzano plum tomatoes. This is a good brand. La Squisita. I like Cento. There's a lot of good brands. Typically you want to do this in your sink, get a bigger bowl, a bowl that's way bigger than the amount of tomatoes you're using, and then you use a shield hand, then you use a brake hand, and that's it. Because this is a really quick dish. It's gonna be about 15 minutes to make the sauce. Get your pasta water up, get your pasta in, kind of like the timing will be good. We'll get our heat kind of low. You really don't even need any oil because the guanciale has a lot of fat. Okay, you see how much fat now? Look at that. It went from no fat, like a dry pan, to that. We've been cooking it now for about 3, maybe 4 minutes. I'm just lowering my heat even more. I'm gonna get my bucatini in. If you guys want another guanciale recipe, definitely check out my carbonara. If you haven't subscribed already, do that. All I make is Italian American food. Even though Amatriciana, carbonara, those are strictly Italian recipes and I make them that way. All right, so we got our chili flakes. Put a bunch of them in there, okay? This dish has some chili in there. It's nice. Dish in the chili, let's get some nice coarse black pepper in there. I just think of this sauce as like that peppery guanciale chili flake, like just so good. Our guanciale is rendered enough. Gonna put a bit of white wine in here, maybe an ounce or two, not a lot. Pinot Grigio, Chardonnay, just dry white wine, not a sparkling wine or sweet wine. I love this dish. I love guanciale, I love pancetta, I love everything. So now we got our nice tomatoes. Let's get them in there. Let's get this going, bring it to a little bit of a simmer. So I have a little bit too much sauce here, most likely. I'm gonna take a bit out after we get it to the right consistency, take a bit out, get my pasta in, toss it, and then, if I have to hit it up with a couple tablespoons of pasta water, a little bit more of this sauce, that's fine. If not, if I have this sauce left over, I got a loaf of Italian bread, and then it's just gonna use it for that. My colander to drain my pasta in a sec. Always save some pasta water, just do it. Let's taste our sauce. Remember, we're gonna put Pecorino Romano in there, which is very salty, so just keep that in mind. You don't wanna add too much salt here. The guanciale also has salt. So good. All right, guys, my pasta is pretty much done. Okay, my pasta is really al dente here. I'm gonna turn the heat up a little bit to about medium. And we're gonna let the sauce kind of absorb in that pasta for a sec. Remember, I have extra sauce on the side. Our cheese. Remember, I saved it, I made extra just for this reason. All right, get some nice pieces of guanciale in there. There it is, guys, Amatriciana. do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Leave me a comment. Let me know the next recipe, whether it's an Italian recipe or an Italian-American recipe. This recipe comes from Amatriciana. This is their official recipe. A couple years ago, a famous chef put garlic in his Amatriciana and it was like a national scandal. They take it seriously. That's why I made this exactly how it's supposed to be made. That being said, guys, if you can't find guanciale, use pancetta. And if you can't find pancetta, use bacon. Until next time, see ya.